Today was a really good day. I want to just go over the entirety of the day, what happened, what I think made it a good day, because the more that I've been living by myself and not really talking to anybody in person on a day-to-day basis in quite some time. So with that being said, I've had a lot of opportunity to self-reflect, and it's usually just my thoughts that are the ones that get listened to, as opposed to anybody else whose thoughts get listened to by default of just being around. um, I don't plan on being like living by myself forever, but honestly in this stage in my life I really like it, because the amount of information that I'm able to take in, like there's so much that's out there, and we talk a lot about this. I talk a lot about this on the channel, but there's like a ridiculous amount of information that's out there to consume, and I want to consume as much of it as possible. So with all of these virtual mentors and book mentors that we have, I want to do nothing but synthesize that information and act on it on my own, and that's been very helpful as of recent. So there's a few things that I want to go over. Why I think today ended up being a really good day. One of the interesting things that I did today that I think has led to the small amount of success that I have seen at a fairly young age, and then what I'm going to be doing to keep that momentum up. So today I set my alarm for 4:45. I heard the alarm for the first time at 5:30. So it was just like just like not a good day. Like you think that you're set up for failure because I woke up 45 minutes late. And there are some times when I'll miss the alarm where I'll hear the alarm and I'll kind of like make an excuse for myself in my head and then just like fall back asleep and then wake up like 45 minutes later. This time I straight up just didn't hear it. Like I woke up, I was like, fuck. I looked at it was 5:30, so I missed my run in the morning. Took a cold shower, which not even really a cold shower. I'm not like bathing in the shower in the morning, but I'm like just zapping myself with cold water for like 2 minutes just to kind of like wake myself up. So got into it with that. That's how I'll like snap into it for work, just like wake myself up really quickly. And then started by planning out all of our calls. And I find that the calls go really well when there's an agenda and there's a plan and there's like a specific outcome that we want from the call, as opposed to if we just go into it and just wing it. So I like added on to the plan for all of the calls today to make sure that there was a desired outcome and an agenda in order to get there. So all the calls went really well. Our first call was an onboarding call for new social media manager that we had. That went really well. I'm super happy because like obviously our onboarding isn't perfect for clients and team members, but I can honestly say that it freaking gets better every single time that we do it. So like this was like I can see ways that the onboarding could have been better for a social media manager, but it was our best one that we've done yet. Same thing with our recent clients. Best onboarding that we've done with clients so far, but there's still ways that I think we could do it better. So that one went really well. Met and caught up with my team for the first time. It was the first like proper day of catching up with the team in a couple weeks. I was doing a bunch of traveling and then came back and had to just like bombs were going off everywhere because I was traveling for a week and not really paying attention to not really paying attention to like Slack the way I would if I'm at the office. So last week was really hectic. This week was sick because I'm actually like ahead of everything. Like it's right now it's 8 p.m. I'm gonna upload this. All the other non-negotiables are done for the day, other than reading, and then I'm gonna read and go to bed. That being said, met with the team and just kind of like reselling on the vision, because I'm selling myself on the vision every single day, and I'm realizing when I'm not talking with my team on a daily basis, like that can go down. So we had really good calls with the team, setting proper expectations, and really like building up the team members who are like here for the long run, because now I'm not like too chicken and not have a big enough company to like keep people full time. I used to do like mess around with like part-time stuff. Now like we're at a spot where we need people full time, we need people committed, and we can bring people on if some aren't committed. So it was having calls of just like, hey, like who's here for the long run? Let's buckle down because it's about to get frickin' epic. So really good calls with the team, a couple client calls in the morning. And then I had a call with Alex Hormozy's second ever content hire. So like right when he was building his personal brand, this was the second guy that he hired. And I became friends with this gentleman over the course of the last like couple of weeks, and I just brought him on as a personal consultant for some of the clients that we're going to be working with over the next few months. We've landed some really big fish clients, and I want to do best by those clients. So like I'm taking a lot out of the margin, if not all of the margin, to send to a consultant to help me get better and fulfill better for these clients, because not only will fulfill better for these clients, but what we'll do is also level me up as a strategist. Getting to pick the brain of somebody who literally built Alex Hormozi's brand, I think, is excellent. So that's the thing that I did today. I just fired off a monthly retainer like immediately as soon as it was sent to me as a proposal. And I think it's really important, at least I think, to be an easy close for others. Like if someone asks me to pay a monthly retainer for their consulting services and I think it's a good idea, I'm not gonna lollygag. I'm gonna freaking send the money immediately, like as soon as the invoice is requested. If someone sends a contract over for 6 months and I'm cool with it, like I'll read through it. I'm like, yeah, cool, this makes sense. I'm just gonna do it. And I think doing stuff like that as a buyer allows you to be more like not persistent, but just more convicted when you say the price of your service on a call. It's like, well, yeah, I paid Alex Hormozi $24,000 to be in a group chat. Like, yeah, you can pay the same amount for me to literally fly to you and get 3 months worth of social media content fully done for you in 3 days. Like, yeah, of course you can pay that. So I think it's really important to also be an active buyer and not give a ton of objections. If you give a ton of objections, they don't like warranted. Like I'm doing the Alex Hormozi scaling workshop in January, and the guy was calling me, and I didn't give objections. I just had like genuine questions. I was like, am I guaranteed going to be able to ask Hormozi a question? And like, why should I go to this if I'm already in the scale advisory that I paid $24,000 to be in? And he had good answers for him. Like those were just genuine questions that I had. It wasn't like, think about it, that's too much money. Like you will not catch me saying that on a sales call. If I don't want it, I'm not gonna say, oh, I need to think about it. I'm just gonna say like I don't want it. Like I just don't think it will be a fit. And if it is a fit, I will buy it immediately. So that was what happened. Then then went for a run. I got my run in, but did it at the hottest time of the day in a hoodie. And then came back, took another cold shower. I'm not even like a woo like cold shower person, but I've been enjoying them recently. Not actually enjoying the shower, but like enjoying how I feel when I get out of it. And it's been good for morale, I would say. So did that, took our community call. I went for the most beautiful walk around the apartment complex. It is a top echelon walk that I went on today. Just sun going down, but it wasn't dark out. The type of weather where you like couldn't even feel any weather. I was walking around in a tank top and shorts, fresh pair of socks, just voice memoing people, answering them on Slack. It was just such a blissful night. And I think today just went excellent. Now it's 8:08 p.m. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to put my phone down. Got my meal prep delivered today. Tomorrow I've got someone coming over and dropping off a bunch of footage. I've got groceries getting delivered tomorrow. I got meal prep delivered tonight. And I have someone coming over to build the bed frame and to fix my bathroom light and to put coolant in my car and to put the like outer area. I'm building out the outer area, like the balcony of my apartment. So I'm someone coming over, handling all of that, and it feels good. We're at the point where we brought on full-time team members, committed team members. I'm going all in on the team because I really believe like inward first, then outward, then upward. I got that from James Knoll of Root Financial Partners when I interviewed him on the podcast. We went to go help film their content. I took a bunch away from him, but it's like you got to go with a team first. Like I'd much rather invest into the team so that they do what I can do better than me, so that I can then go build the company. It only makes sense. So that's what's been the big motive. We've still got more clients coming in as well. My writing on the board right here, it says, "By endurance we conquer," and that's gonna be the motto going into the end of the year. I'm gonna be going home in like 10 days to go see my family, which I'm freaking pumped for. I haven't seen them in a while, but it's gonna be like wake up at 3:30 a.m. Eastern time or 4 a.m. Eastern time, get ahead of everything so that I can stay ahead of the work and then just like enjoy time with my family. And it's gonna take some endurance to do that. So that being said, wrapping up an incredible day. Everything is done that needs to get done for today. It's 8:12, and I'm gonna head to bed shortly. See you tomorrow.